Damn, you know,
All I
without
can remember
context,
now
the
is the
stream starts
traumatized
with
portion.
or without fleshlight.
Or without, it's, prefer without it. Seeing as how Flesh Layer is not involved in any capacity.
Yet.
But if anybody who does remember last session could please give me a recap. If not, I can. It's no problem.
This is an unfortunate situation where Blue Jay was fucked up and does not remember much.
I believe we started with the excavation process.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember, however, if that was before or if we met up with our Dwergar friend after or like
He
during
did
that
not come
session or
back yet.
before.
No, you guys started out where you had met Brick.
Okay, yeah.
Golem.
Brick, the golem.
Yep.
What a fun guy.
Mr. Diggy Dig.
Mr. Diggs.
We actually had no idea what the fuck he
His
did.
name's Brick Diggs.
Until we got back from said excursion and brother was ready to throw the fuck down.
Brother was ready to
I like
smash
that guy.
kobolds, and not in the fun way.
Boy,
It was
I
fun
hope
for
so.
him.
I think it would have ended the same way either route, truthfully.
Yeah, Digit about got his tail bit off by a rock.
That he did.
Everybody saw some hallucinations. Decided not to follow Brick. Instead decided to climb. Didn't really come across much else. But got back down to Haven Lake. Teleported back up. Kobolds.
Kobolds.
They really
Did we
wanted to
see
kill
that coming?
Veraxes.
Yes, we did see that coming. Did it make it any
Did
more
see it coming.
pleasant? No.
No.
And yet,
people got to
quickly
see
taken care
how
of.
intense Umu is. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
People got to bear witness to how fucking savage Umu can be again.
It was like, you're not stealing the kobold, no.
In fact, you're either gonna die unknowingly or you're gonna die knowingly. Choose. They chose die knowingly. Greetings.
Oh, I think that's a digit, isn't it?
And then after all of the kobolds were downed / murdered,
Whoops.
the last kobold was drug kicking and screaming. Not out of fear, but out of blind rage towards Veraxis. Like half a mile.
Oh, I see. I have good timing.
Oh yeah.
Doing the recap.
Then got thrown through the threshold, perished. Evangeline was scarred.
Oh yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
Evangeline tried to talk everyone into just talking to the kobolds.
Didn't work.
Did not.
Because Tiamat Zealots,
Only the Sith deals in absolutes.
yeah. And then Evangeline was the first one to head out. Went back down to Maugate. Everybody else went back down to Maugate. And
I realized Cobb wasn't back yet.
Yeah, you were like, "Where's Cobb?" Cobb was nowhere to be found. And that's pretty much where you guys are. So, as it stands right now, you don't know where Cobb or Sotez are. So, really, it's up to you guys what you guys want to do. You can either wait for Cobb and Sotez to get back. You can go find them. You can say, fuck it, and go hang out with Mary. Who knows? The world is your oyster. Evangeline is depression eating at the bakery.
Yeah. She might. She
Where
might
Axis is just depression.
have a few to go. Put some coins down on the table, and
Moiri just sitting there, just as you're eating, just like, "Are you okay?"
I'm gonna go clean the streets now.
All right. If you ever need to talk, let me know.
And then she's just, yeah, she's just gonna, with one hand filled with baked goods and the other one trying to cleanse all the shadow shit off the ground.
And then boop, and okay. Okay, cool. So I can't do that. Good. Good.
There they are, our friends.
Right on schedule. Yeah, Evangeline, are you heading back towards the group, or what were you doing?
She is just, it's just this first patch of shadow. She is trying to cleanse it.
Just sweeping it. Literally just
Yep.
sweeping up shadow.
She's like, I don't know where she got the bleach from, but she's bleaching and scrubbing the ground.
Oh, okay. I love seeing the little troop go back and forth.
They're doing a good job. They're doing their best job.
Trying.
There they go. Back at
They
it
go.
again.
I mean, the non-sleeping suits of armor probably woke you guys up at least once while you guys are asleep. Just hearing just stomp, place, stomp.
So proud of my little gremlins. Work
They're doing work. Oh my god.
I'm
Just
sorry.
say that.
Work. Great work, gentlemen. I forgot ethical concerns in the mall, and people are weird like that.
God.
I don't think that's just the ma.
Digit rapidly dropping in alignment.
Or is that
Everything's
true
an
because alignment and
experiment.
his memories are actually, defragmenting.
Who knows? I do, but who knows? Alrighty. So
Plot twist, he's
Evangeline's
actually just a
fucking
rabbit, not even a squirrel.
God. Evangeline's got a spray bottle filled with bleach and it's just spraying fucking
Holy
Digit.
water.
shit. It's holy water.
It's
Holy
water.
bleach.
The holy bleach.
Spraying Digit with holy water.
God.
Cleanse.
But otherwise, I did tell the others. I don't know how much the others were paying attention, but as such, I will reiterate. So Voss has moved. Voss is no longer in the building that you were interacting with him with. He's no longer here. Voss is all the way down here now.
Yeah,
He's got his
Digit
own
should
little
stay away from that other building.
Yeah, this building is Rattletap's place. And this building is Voss's.
Like I said, Digit does not need to go near that other building. He might get kidnapped again.
Remember the
Oh,
last time
Digit,
was
you
Willem.
you hardcore missed out. I definitely don't have a small army of ideas for future layers or anything.
Like
Oh
the
no,
flashlight.
I was watching it while we were, easing into the end of things because
So this is what happens
as
when you don't
my
show up
head-
immediately.
oh dude, like we left a little earlier because like my head was starting to get to me and things were kind of winding down anyway. And I'm watching this go through, and the first thing I did notice initially before scrolling up was Blue Jay's horrific flesh hell.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, that was my idea.
Yeah, the flesh layer.
And then I started to look, I'm like, oh, these are kind of cool. And then it dawned on me immediately. Oh no, he's
Hey,
going
these
to
are layer
use
ideas.
these. I'm like, these
Wait,
are.
Break the
Wait,
speed
wait,
limit,
wait,
Ellie.
wait,
Break the
wait.
speed limit.
The fucking
like you to
labyrinth
know,
thing to hell. Stark
Sam, that
fucking NATO.
I was reminding them repeatedly that silence was free. They can
Yes.
shut
But
the fuck up at any
But
moment.
I kept telling him, no, please continue and continue.
Silence is free, but so are words.
No, words cost energy. They're an action.
Speaking costs an action.
For you guys, it's an action from now on. No.
Sorry, you've already used your speaking action this turn.
It might be considered a free action, but there's still that word there. Action.
Action. Yeah, outside of scrubbing away all the shadow, what's everybody else doing?
Rex just kind of chilling out. Forgetting the fact that his dead friend had appeared again.
All right.
Oh God, yeah. There's also that thing.
Yeah, Netha made a return in a hallucination. All fucked up and charred and shit.
So Rex is doing his best to forget about that entirely. He's just been staring at a wall for the last 6 hours.
Praxis. Anybody else
See your
doing
friend
anything?
in the corner.
Esteban's counting his money and willing there to be more. He's still
matter how much you
rattled by the
focused.
fact that in his vision, he's all Cutter, which is not a good sign considering he was thinking after all of the, well, once he got past the "you'll never leave this place" situation. What the fuck does that mean? Did this dumb bitch did he come in here? Like what does he mean by what does it mean?
What does it all mean? What do the cutters mean, Mason?
Esteban's stuck in his thoughts.
Saying cutters, and the entire time Digit has just been fucking. It's been playing over and over in his head while he's in a mess of papers working on Dirt's rocket arm design.
Rocket
What's it all
arm.
mean?
Rocket arm.
Rocket arm.
Every fucked up charcoal stroke is when in his head the giant scalpel comes down.
We're just all having a good time. I'm just just trying
Yeah,
to
but
erase all the
Evangeline got
shadow.
to see the first time for her somebody's soul getting ripped out of their body as it gets thrown outside.
Yeah, she's doing great. She's processing that well.
Does
Yeah,
she like
very well.
stress clean? Is that what she's doing?
And eating. She
Oh,
has
stress cleaning and eating.
pastries. Yeah, she has pastries in one hand and aggressively
Scrubber.
scrubbing the ground in another.
God. I'm imagining a combination of the token anime, like running late to school with toast in the mouth.
Oh,
but
absolutely.
she's
Yeah,
also got a
no.
push broom.
Yep.
Yeah, you're able to start getting rid of shadow. It's just, you know, that as you're looking around, it's gonna take you a few days if you're wanting to get rid of a lot of it.
Oh.
Well, guys,
The others
Y'all-
don't need me.
y'all have fun in your adventures. I'm gonna become a
I
cleaning
mean-
robot.
That's literally what Dirt's been doing while everybody sleeps. So
We got 2 cleaning robots. One's more
An actual
robotic than the
robot.
other.
the other's just trauma bot.
She's like trying to clean probably maybe like more of this area since we're gonna have to fix this area, so
Just cleaning around the hole. Just fucking scrub this, scrub this, scrub this.
Yeah.
God, it's really in there, in the brick, isn't it? Like, it's like, fuck, dude. So, judging by your guys' actions, are you just waiting for Cobb and Sotez to come back?
Yeah, that was kind of be also the she's staying near it so she could see when those guys come back too.
What the fuck is this?
Was that? Oh,
Damn it.
oh yeah. No.
It's-
It's super locked and also heavily tinted.
Open it up, Dirt. Nothing
Esteban!
could go wrong.
Huh?
You look at the door that has no keyhole.
If there's a will, there's a way.
Never mind. There's no keyhole. Fuck it, we're going through it.
We're going
Oh
through
my
it.
god.
Sir?
No, see, here's the thing. It's magically
No.
locked, almost like there's nothing inside right now or something.
Damn it. It's like God put a
It's
bear
like-
here.
It's weird. It feels like this. There's a
The
big there's a big
otherworldly
circle with a
presence
line
doesn't
through it.
want me to go in there.
It's like every time I get near it, it's like it says forbidden.
How about this one?
You get an error across your eyes that says forbidden.
What the fuck?
You're going too far. Turn
No
back.
entry.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh, no.
1.
I've seen this before.
Or just
This is the
leaps
part where we
into
get turned into a box.
Hey, you told him he was out of bounds. The only place he knows that would be more inbounds is deeper.
further down. Dirt dies because that is just pure concentrated shadow right now. Cool. So consensus.
I suppose I'm playing with continual flame, trying to make it out of divine magic instead of just normal magic.
Cool. So consensus, everybody's just chilling until the others guys get back.
Yes.
Sounds good.
You have
Cool. In that case, then I'll ask for a little bit of downtime from all of you guys. Digit, are you doing anything in particular?
Scribbling away.
Dirt, you're cleaning as well?
Uh, kind of, but only like in the sense that he's using the little flame to try to see if he can help burn away some of the dark.
Yeah. Just like with Evangeline, you're burning away a little bit of it, but it looks like it's gonna take like
His is mostly trying to turn that continual flame into something that does a different damage type, essentially.
yeah, I got you. Esteban, what you doing?
Honestly, I feel like Esteban is probably over there trying to figure out how the fuck any of that works and if this so-called shared power that they all are receiving, if it's even possible for him to do anything like that.
You thinking about praying to God?
See, that's where they would start, and that's where he'd be like, maybe not. Doesn't hurt to see the process, though.
Yeah, just watching these holy people at work being like, damn, is that what it would have been like?
Man.
If I hadn't picked up
Holy
that
power.
stone.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Imagine.
Imagine being a goody two shoes using holy magic and stuff. Could be me. I've got
Literally
aspirations.
could. It couldn't be you.
Don't you just want all the greedy money? Aspirations that I stutter.
Yeah, Varaxis, are you being depressed or what are you doing?
We could be depressed and useful.
I mean,
Frustration.
Varaxis probably would still be sad, but he would go over to like the bakery and just decide to help Weary bake.
Yeah. Where he sees you come in and goes, oh, hello.
Oh, hi.
Oh, are you all right?
No.
Um, start sobbing.
I haven't been all right in years.
Oh. If you want, I'm pretty decent at listening.
It's You know, it's probably better if I don't tell you because, I mean, I already have to deal with the fact that there's an entire god that wants to kill me. The same one that killed everyone I knew and loved.
Well, if I mean that's already. I mean it's a problem, but there are people around you to help, and I mean the rest of us included. And unless your secrets would do some sort of actual damage to the people around you, I don't see why you can't get some of it off of your chest. If
Well,
I
I mean,
promise not to tell the others, I can always lock the door and we can talk.
the last time I had friends, I was still a follower of Tiamat, and I ended up having to sacrifice them.
Oh,
Kicking and screaming, I quite literally dragged them out of a cave to a sacrificial pyre.
I see. Well, assuming you didn't, at bare minimum, you didn't enjoy it. Did you have thoughts of leaving then?
I did, but there was just you can't really leave that.
Hmm. I suppose not. Well, I'm not saying that you should be 100%, but it sounds to me you made a choice that wasn't a choice. It doesn't undo what happened, but it shouldn't define who you are now. Would you, with your. Are you still a follower of Tiamat?
No, I'm a follower of Noel now.
Hmm,
Tiamat's just really angry at me.
I see. Well, I don't. I know a decent amount of Tiamat, but I don't know a lot about Null. But judging by the fact that you are not trying to, or the people who have been in your party, you haven't tried dragging them off to sacrifice them. I feel like it should be safe. Yes? Do you trust Null?
I do, but I also know that now that everyone I know has to kind of deal with the fact that Tiamat is directly trying to kill me and will not really specify that it's just me is the problem.
Well, that's usual behavior for Tiamat. I will say the issue with Tiamat, it's far older than you are. And Tiamat has been interested in the Maw for a very long time.
I know why.
Well, it's. You know about the mask?
I know about her egg.
Oh. Hmm.
It's here and well, I've got to destroy it.
Well, what I'm saying is. Tiamat was going to try to kill the inhabitants of the Maw sooner or later, so I don't see what the productivity is in keeping all of your issues bottled up.
Well, everyone else just has so much more already to deal with. They don't need to worry about what I'm having to deal with.
I don't see why they all can't share the load. But I can't tell you whether or not to talk with them about it, but I know if I was your party member, I would feel better knowing that I know what you're going through. It would allow me to better help. And if your party is a group of individuals that they don't like to share their issues,
you could always be the first. And open the floor. But again, I cannot tell you to do either which way, but as promised, I won't tell the others about anything that you've told me today, but I would encourage you to try to lighten the load on yourself. The survivor's guilt you have seems to be fairly substantial, and I will say that I am not unfamiliar with that feeling. There
It's
are a
not
lot of
fun.
people that I know that died while I lived. Most taken by the maw, but still, the feeling does not go away. But
Yeah.
I have found ways to, by talking with others, to at least help myself forgive myself.
Sometimes I just try to figure out why it was me that survived instead of someone taller, more capable,
Well,
not a kobold.
I don't think really the why of it matters. The fact is that you, you are here, and it is now. You were the one chosen. Knowing why sometimes doesn't really help. If I was still trying to figure out why I was brought back as a Warforged and not the rest of my group, I think I would still be at Havenlight, staring at obelisks.
Part of me had wondered why you were doing that.
It's a lot. Imagine waking up in the second to lowest level and being conscious, realizing that the last thing you remember was dying to a flood of shadow, and, well, I'm sure you've seen some of the notes that I left back in the day.
I saw some.
I died at Beacon because I wanted to figure out a way to repair the obelisks. And in my fervor, Blade stayed with me, even though everyone else left. There were some that stayed, more because they just wanted to help. But maybe if I had not been so obsessed, maybe more would have survived. But what's done is done. And through those sacrifices, I have learned a lot about seals and the obelisks. I try to look at it that way. Instead of wallowing over the fact that I am alive and the others are not, I shouldn't take those sacrifices for granted. And live on for them.
For somebody who has never really, we've never really spoken much, you give great advice.
Well, thank you. I've, for lack of a better way to describe it, I've gotten most of my memories back at this point, so not only do I have the memories of my life as a Warforged, but the few hundred years of my life as an elf as well.
Used to be an elf.
Yes, I was an elf. I was a wizard. I came with Raylan to show up the Vinmaw.
Well,
This
that
is the
kind
first
of explains
expedition.
the disintegration magic.
I don't know much about disintegrate. Oh, well, that magic, yes, I suppose. Comes with age and learning.
Yeah.
Would you like a cookie?
Sure. I mean, I was also here to just kind of help you bake, while we had some downtime. Figured
Well,
I could
if
make
anything,
myself
we can
useful.
we can at least talk. And if you want, there is some dough that could need some kneading and rolling. But have a cookie first. Take a bit of a sit.
I'm a little worried with how aggressive he is pushing the cookie.
Cookies. Evangeline, you
Oh,
have eaten
sugar.
some of the cookies at this point.
Quick check
Rex
Evangeline's
is going
pupils.
to eat a cookie before he begins to help.
Uh-oh. Starts vanishing
No.
boundary.
No. It's not sugar, guys.
It's flour now.
I'm actually going to
It's
move my stuff over
yayo.
there.
He does have the door locked like he promised, so if you ever want to leave, just let him know.
I was just wherever Rex is going to be until
Locks the door. Have a
Cobb or
cookie,
somebody
son.
comes back.
Cookie. You accidentally
He's being
deleted
useful.
a spell. How do you add it back? I could always just update your character sheet.
Okay.
Say Rex is being useful, so
I fucked up.
this is where he is staying for right
Yeah.
now.
If you're wanting to change your spells, go ahead and make that change before I upload you again.
Will do.
Sorry, what was that, Veraxis?
I said Rex is just being useful for right now until like we have to go on to the next task, so he's just chilling here.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm gonna be playing with my spells while everybody's doing the downtime shit then.
no problem. I think that was actually the last of the downtime.
Oh, well, damn.
Because
All
Veraxis
right.
was the last person I asked. Esteban's doing Esteban things, he's studying you and Evangeline. Well,
Which
you and
is
Evangeline are
funny.
doing holy stuff. Digit's doing digit things, scribbling, and Veraxis is helping Wary bake and doing a little bit of trauma dumping. Neato.
Always
So,
prepared. Always prepared.
well, that
Worry
is
doubles
only-
as a therapist. Who would have thought?
Worry doubles as a therapist. He said he's a great listener.
Prepared.
Neat. So, let me drag them in here.
Oh,
Let's see. Oh, let me turn off his light. I forgot that I did the same thing for Sotez because I didn't want to keep changing his light. All right.
Okay.
In addition, they have in tow.
Alright, I think I have all my spells set.
Get all your spells set.
Yeah.
Okay, give me just a sec. Cool. I'll update you real quick. Players, not Chaos Agent. We all know what the Chaos Agent is in their own little tab.
What are you concentrating on still, Evangeline?
I don't know. I can't get rid
You're
of it.
updated. I should be able to get rid of it.
What the fuck?
I'm concentrating on my depression.
Concentrating on your depression. Indeed.
It's back again.
It is back
Oh my
again. What are
God,
you
what the
concentrating
fuck?
on?
Nothing.
Let's just keep rolling until you fail it. How about that?
Okay.
Oh, that's a pass. That's a pass.
Make it with
We'll give you
disadvantage?
Yeah, we'll make it disadvantage. There we go. There's a fail.
It's still there. What the fuck? That's
Don't
just
worry
your
about
depression
it.
symbol now.
You
Congrats.
just got permanent
Permanent
depression.
You know, her life was good until you guys came into her life.
Oh, you're concentrating on spirit guardians.
What?
Great
I took
concentration.
a long. There we go. But I took a long rest too.
I don't know, man. I just work here.
Well,
Cool.
answer it then.
All right. So about a day or so has passed. And you guys see, those of you who are able to look down the road, you see Sotez, Cobb, and they are dragging what looks to be a frostworm with them.
Oh my god.
As well as it looks like they use the frostworm as like a weird storage bag because it's
Oh.
filled, it's got like a bunch of blue crystals jabbed in it.
Okay.
I knew they were my favorite.
Yeah, they're just they see you. Sotez sees you guys first. He's like, "Oh, hey, you guys find anything on your journey?" Just got
Nowhere
fucking-
near as much as that.
He's like, "Yeah, we brought it because we didn't really have like a bag of holding or anything, so we You see a copious amount of blue crystals shoved in this thing. It looks more crystal than worm.
That works, I suppose. Hard shell makes a good sled.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, no, we just kind of just shoved it in the soft underbelly and preserved it. It's nice and cold.
I wonder if you can actually cook it.
I don't know. I'm gonna bring this over to Voss. Voss might be able to store it. Cobb is just like, you bring it over. I'll get to talking.
Digit's got all our crystals. I'll help drag this over.
I wonder what it looks like if I drag you onto him like that. Oh.
What?
Nice. Yeah, no. Frostworm. Yeah. Well, I'll get to Cobb here in a second because we're gonna go drop off this frostworm. So he opens up the door, goes, Voss! You just hear Voss go, oh. Yeah, give me a sec. Brings it inside. And he's like, which direction do you want me to drag it? Voss just sighs, points like to the south, like section of the store. He's like, yeah, just bring it in. Starts to drag it into this back room. Shoves it through there, and Voss is like, I could take it from here. It's not very pleasant shoving something like this into the depot for anyone involved. Close the door, and so Des is like, I try not to question it.
I'm pretty
People
sure
scares me.
it's the extra beings that are in there. Honestly.
I try not to think about it.
I suppose it always helps to have helping hands.
Yeah, I suppose. Anyways.
I think they're hands anyway. Didn't get to see them real well.
Oh, God.
Uh,
But yeah, Cobb is kind of just in the like little crossing, and he goes, "All right,
Where's
so
Digit? Oh, there's Digit. And zoom out a little.
Did any of you find anything?
We have a few crystals, few blues, a few yellows. We also found, I believe, we got a bit of the night silver.
Oh, you might be able to just put it in one of those crates.
Yeah, actually, I'll take those real quick, Digit.
He
And
kind
if
of
Digit-
fumbles the bag a little and opens it up for you.
And Dirt's gonna go ahead and grab the night silver and just move it over to. That way, Digit doesn't have to pack around fucking eerie metal.
Spooky metal.
But Cobb goes, all right, so we should be able to at least start imbuing some of the stone. Might be able to, over the next couple of days, might be able to actually get this hole patched up. So, if you're wanting, just in case things go south, you can come with me to the quarry. I already have it picked out.
All right.
And he starts. Sotez actually is like, I'm just going to take a nap. We just
Fair
got
enough.
done fighting that thing. He's like, I don't know. I don't want to sleep in Rattletap's
It's better by the
workshop.
fire.
He's like, yeah. Did you just hear him in the forge? Did you just nestle up between the table and the forge?
Yeah.
Sounds good. Not even a couple minutes later, you hear loud snoring. Cub's like, hey, let's go. And is everybody coming along?
As they walk,
Braxis would
Dirk's
not
been
know
talking
anyone was
about
here yet.
the process of
Oh,
modifying
no.
spells.
As
Braxis
you guys
is-
are walking, Cobb is looking to the rest of the party. Where's your kobold friends? Where's Vraxis? Is he staying here?
Well, we've been up here the entire time, right? So we saw him go this way.
Yeah, you guys probably saw him walk into the bakery, and you never
I
saw
think
him
he's
come back
taking some
out.
downtime in the bakery, maybe?
Oh,
Should we? I can go check real quick, see if he's up to coming with.
no rush. If you want to grab him, you can. Otherwise, more
Alright.
people is always good security, but that's about it.
Be back.
The door is
Actually,
locked.
before that, the door is
I know, I'm
locked
waiting.
when you try to.
There we go.
You hear?
He tries the door and then he's like,
You,
"Oh."
you guys hear the
Dunk, dunk, dunk,
door
dunk.
move a little bit, where he's like, "Oh." Looks to you, Varaxis. Should I unlock the door?
Yeah, that it might be dirt. Somebody might have came back. Cop may have came back.
Definitely a metal hitting the door.
Yeah.
To
Goes
knock.
over to the door,
dunk, dunk, dunk.
unlocks it. Oh, Dirt. Wonderful to see
Hi.
you. That book has been very helpful.
I'm glad I helped. Actually, they brought back one of the worms for Voss. Maybe we
Oh.
could try to make a meal out of that. I don't know if they're actually edible yet, but
Maybe.
nothing
I
purify food won't work.
haven't cooked meat in a very long time. I could always try, but
Either that or you
know.
can make a good bread to go with it. Sandwiches, something to go with a
Oh.
soup, a stew.
Definitely could.
But
For
Vraxis,
Iceworm, I don't know how big of bread I should be making. Hoagies, maybe?
that sounds like it'd be amazing. God, I miss eating. God, I miss
Iceworm
eating.
hoagies.
That does sound good.
Some melted cheese on top, spice. Okay, and Vraxis.
Little bit of rust shows up on Dirt's like face from the.
Hang out here.
Oh, sure, I can go.
Hi, baby.
He's gonna scoop him and put him on his shoulders for now.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Oh, give me 2 seconds, everybody. I'm being harassed by my dog to go outside.
1.
Oh my god. I will throw you into the flesh layer. Swear to God.
Whee!
Just you. Goodbye, friend.
I know,
It's
Bear.
been nice. If you right click also Vraxis, and then click and drag the join thing over to me, or right click and drag, I think. How did that work?
I don't know how to.
Oh, okay. You click the thing at the bottom left until it says choose squadron leader, and you click and drag to me. There you go.
Hey, it
And now
works.
you'll just follow. Although I don't know why your position is always there, but oh well.
I don't know either.
There's something with it that does a thing, but I don't remember, so this is fine. Oh. Oh. You move so fast.
I'm small.
I'm enjoying seeing you with the different borders. Purple border you, green border you. Does that spot have a border? Kind of. Looks like a metallic border. Or stone. So the follow is so weird sometimes.
Yeah, it kind of just like locks me into one spot.
Yeah, there's a way to fix it. I just don't remember it. So when Cobb moves, we should move. Unless you wanted to hop off of dirt at any point, in which case you're not in a harness, so you're free to do
No,
so.
no. Dirt's legs move in bigger steps.
What is your movement speed?
I have 30 feet of movement.
We have the same movement. Your little legs are moving fast then. Damn. You are like Sonic over there.
It's like you are fucking getting it, son.
You're putting in all of the effort to keep up. Dirt's walking speed is your running speed. That's crazy. To be fair, one of Dirt's legs is probably about your height, so
One of Dirt's legs is probably taller than me.
true. We have talked about how you can just literally duck underneath him. Not even duck, just walk underneath. I like playing tiny characters for silly shit like that. It is kind of amusing to be one of the bigger characters, though. That the ones, tiny ones, kind of climb on or run around or under.
It has its perks.
I'm 300 pounds of metal. My biggest perk is I can get in the way of shit.
Scary.
Now we just wait for God to return.
Mm-hmm.
The air outside smells like raid.
I mean, you
Smells
did
like
probably
chemical
use over half
warfare.
a can.
It smells like chemical warfare. Ah. Anyways, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Cool. To the stone quarries we go. Give him an actual light source. 30-20 light color. We'll just say like fucking little orange. But yeah. First, careful, Dirt. Yeah, you guys start coming into this little stone quarry, and first thing you see, the word stone quarry definitely is very apt, because you guys look and you see multiple like tiers of this quarry. I can't do it the best justice. But looking down to this, like little slice, goes down probably a good 15 feet.
Oh, don't like
Next
that.
one, probably another good 10, 15 feet.
I need to reattach myself to dirt since I was just riding on his shoulders.
And in case you guys should be able to see it. Yeah, you should be able to see it. You are 10 feet above the drop point right now.
We got a little bit of playroom then.
Yeah, no, please climb down all the way in there. But Kaba's like, great, so I actually found it like this. I haven't quite poked around in the whole area, but finding it like this, it's about all I need. There's enough actual stone here that I actually be able to work with. So, if you've got the crystals, I can start working on the imbuements. If you've got other crystals you want me to try to do an experiment on, I can. But I prefer to work on the blues first.
I think we left all our crystals with the boss. Under your account.
Oh. Well. I suppose I'll go back.
I forgot about that entirely.
Alright. Oh my goodness. The rest of you,
Well,
I
we can
suppose
work on
just hang out
clearing this
here.
place or making sure it's clear, I guess.
Hey. Alright, well, I'll be back.
Oh, Digit, do you want to pass him the bag of holding so he doesn't have to?
You just hear up Digit, and then you see Cobb pokes his head back in.
Is Digit
Probably
present?
gonna want this, and he holds up the bag.
Oh,
Don't leave it open for too long.
what's in the bag that I have to be worried about holding it open for
He
too
puts the
long?
bag in his hands and is already walking away.
You won't know what happens. Cool. Cool. But you guys are exploring the rest of the cave?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do a perimeter check.
Hmm.
Just to make sure.
Evangeline, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay.
Or-
Hello.
Would I have made one while I was in
Would-
there?
Yeah, you would have.
Okay. Hey-ya. Hi. Yeah.
Oh my sweet baby Jesus.
Hi-ya.
That's okay.
Oh, we're not doing great, friend.
Well, 15's all right. I'll give it to you on 15. You notice that there does seem to be what feels like, how best to describe it? Hotter air coming from a little further this direction, and you notice that if you look a little up above this rock, looks like you can actually climb over it, and it looks like there might be more cave behind there.
Evangeline
Did you want to
flies
fly up
up.
and check, or could we do you want to pass Digit up to take a peek
Evangeline has
first?
flown up.
Has already
Oh.
flown up.
Okay.
Yep.
Evangeline.
Oh, there she
I'll go
goes.
ahead and let you look.
I'm gonna be essentially a stairway for Digit. Just like go over there so he can climb up. Like
That is what you see there.
just so they're not
Evangeline.
alone. You want to climb up too, Digit?
Clambers up.
And there's more of those plants.
They can keep them.
You can keep them.
And Digit's climbing up there too, because Digit's
Which
climbing on my
means there
head.
might be
What
more
do
of
you-
those yellow crystals.
Why do you sound so concerned? What's up here? It's just a bunch of rocks.
You climb
No,
above
it's
the
a bunch of
the
plants.
rocks, and you see plants.
Oh, oh, good. Hey, Dirt.
As Dirt is right next to you.
Huh?
Hey, it's bad up here. These are the opposite
Talking.
of rocks.
Shadows bad.
No, like plants again, bad.
Fireball.
Fireball.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's an enclosed
I don't
space.
want. I
Do it.
can't. No, I don't have. No,
I
and
don't
Evangeline
wanna.
will get mad at me. I don't want her to yell at me.
I
She's
don't
already had a
wanna
hard
do it.
time.
Please.
She just watched a guy lose his soul. That would a fireball wouldn't help the situation.
My
John,
God.
right next to you, right?
Yeah, thanks for
I'm
just
sorry, was
reminding
that
her
too
of that.
Okay, he was just a crazy fanatic.
He gives you like a consolatory pat on the foot.
Dirt's over here, not quite grumbling, but in his own head, he's like, "We're worried about Evangeline when they see somebody lose their soul, but watching somebody reprogram essentially the same thing as me, and that's okay."
Yeah, that's
You
okay. I
didn't
guess.
protest. You encouraged that. It got worse when you held me, I suppose. Maybe the method was wrong.
He
goes
didn't
into
say
deep
any of
thought.
that. He was
He's now
thinking it.
reflecting. Oh, I see.
He didn't say anything. He just looked at you like, uh-huh. Okay, we'll just
Dirk just clambers over the rock.
You can't leap into Dirt's face. The reprogramming wouldn't work.
If that's the only thing stopping you, I think we have other concerns.
Digit isn't
Um,
sure anymore. No, I'm just kidding.
I have all of this power.
now that we're here, can we make another perception to see if the plants are moving?
Absolutely.
Does anybody want to call Esteban over while we do this?
Esteban, we got more of your favorite plant.
Just
Hell
because.
yeah.
One in.
Let's
Dirt
throw your guidance on
Evangeline.
top too.
I wanna.
I want to see if you hit the 30.
Yes.
Wow,
We're
Jesus Christ.
matching. Always matching.
Oh my God, we match.
That's being a mock kid.
The plants are
Oh,
moving all right,
technically, I'm a
but
mock
not
kid.
with
Hooray.
hostility.
Okay.
They're moving like plants.
Well, I'll check it out first. We'll see how this goes.
I would like to do my emboldening bond. Please
sure.
and thank you.
Yeah. Do
That's your
it.
D4 on everything, guys.
Everything. Cool. Yeah, and
Oh, what the
also
hell?
with those perception
Oh my
checks, I would
God.
even go so far as to say you actually do see yellow off in this direction. And obviously,
Dirt's
as
like-
you could see from where you're standing right now, also yellow in this direction.
And Dirt's like, well, shit, that's a lot. A lot of crystals here. A lot of yellow crystals here. In fact, I might sweep this room, and instead of trying to mine them and risk breaking them, I might just let Cobb know about it after we've cleared the room.
Sure. You
Did you
start basically
poke
just
the
poking all the
nearby root?
bushes.
Yeah.
The root moves as if you poked a root.
Okay.
He climbs inside this bush.
Digit
Pokes his head out the
perishes.
top.
No.
Damn.
Nope.
There's
It's
a little
bush.
like, puff of leaves as he pokes his head out.
Okay. And are these yellow crystals or like the boomy ones?
These are yellow crystals here. I'll help you a little bit. Your purple is Okay, that's just
The
There you
purple's
go.
not making it too bad. I just wanted to make sure because of how you
they are
described it being
actual
hotter.
they are yellow. It's hotter because of the amount of light
The-
here.
Yeah. Okay. And Dirt's like, honestly, I almost want to make a room here. This is way more comfy than back in the forge.
You just live in this cave now. You become the new Theldir.
Oh, it unlinked me from Dirt.
I unlinked you from
did.
dirt because you were being drugged through walls.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
I like
I
when
guess.
that happens.
We
Okay.
can mine the crystals now, or we can just wait for Cobb and he can meld it with the stone in the wall and literally just pull it out.
You guys, as you guys are talking about that, it takes you a little bit, not like a shitload of time, but it takes you a little bit to clear it. You just hear in the cave, "Hello, hello, where did everybody
Esteban's
go?"
closest to him, be like, Esteban, maybe yell for him from there. Peek your head around the corner.
Hello.
Esteban scurrying around the corner. Hey, we're over here.
Oh, hi.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah, I
there was
think.
other things over there.
Well, you might actually be interested in what we found.
Oh, you see, instead of climbing, Cobb just kind of casts a little bit of mold earth and just kind of just walks through.
Whoa, it must be nice.
It's pretty nice. It's kind of a whole thing. Oh,
Yeah. Take a couple
Yeah.
further steps in. Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
We came in to
alright.
make sure there was none of the creeping vines around.
Creeping vines.
Um, they're fun.
I see.
That's not the word I
There,
would
now,
use.
now, without the purple light, the other people could see the yellow of the crystals.
I'm sorry.
All right. All right. Well, for now, let's just keep them as they are. But that's good to know.
Honestly, looks like a great place to just take a nap. The forge is giving like mixed vibes.
Yeah, it's not the most comfortable place.
I
All
God, I
don't
right.
wish I
think.
could sleep too.
Yeah, you come out here, and I don't have an image for it, but there's just a pile of blue crystals. Just a large pile of blue crystals. The temperature in this section of the cave has dropped drastically. Not enough to like freeze to death, but enough to where like if you sleep in here, you're probably gonna get hypothermia.
You didn't leave it open too long, did you?
No.
I don't
Okay,
want to
Ken, why
find
don't
maybe
out
you
we
what
have
tell
to.
me
happens if you
what's
do.
inside that bag?
I don't know. Digit made it, and if he says not to leave it open, I'm
Does,
inclined to
does it
believe him.
Digit's
you
head pops
trap
out of the
it?
bush.
Nowhere near us.
Oh god. Oh, Veraxis. Yeah, I got confused.
Yeah. Well, Veraxis doesn't move a ton in Foundry, so I'm just assuming he's with Cobb.
Yeah, I don't always remember to move myself.
If you put yourself on top of me and then right click and follow, do you just
It doesn't
stay?
affect where I go. It just still drags me through walls and such.
If he's above you and he does it, then he'll always be in the
I
last
meant like
spot.
if he's sharing the same.
Oh. Well, one way to find out. Try moving. Oh my god.
There we go.
That
Hey, that's
should
awesome.
not work. That should not
It
work.
works
the way that
because
it
he's
does.
tiny.
It works because he's tiny. Now just turn as a permanent white spot on his face.
It's
There
so
you go, you got a
blindingly
little
white in the
something.
purple
Yeah.
light too.
Yeah, that's.
I think you got a little
It's
something
so
there.
bright.
It's
Got a
like
little-
reflecting off your face,
little something,
your
something.
face plate.
And do I get like a
Um,
-2 to my already disadvantaged stealth with this? No.
-2, both also to your perception as well, because you can't see past Rex. Because he's like welded to your face.
That's why he's
Gave
behind me.
fucking dirt fog light modification. He's got Miata headlights on his shoulders.
God.
No.
Yeah, Cobb is like, all right, I would recommend keeping a decent bit of a distance as I go to imbue this first boulder. You see that he kind of starts to think, he's like, all right, so we're going to need probably about £1,500 a stone imbued in order to fix up that hole. Touches this boulder. It's about 500, give or take 100 or so.
All right. And the only way I can describe the method that he begins the process of imbuing this rock is he grabs a crystal and kind of just stabs it into the rock.
Oh.
And it doesn't look like he's stabbing rock. It looks like he's stabbing something like soft and malleable. when he
Bro,
does
I
it.
thought he was gonna use them both like Play-Doh. Just start mixing the Play-Doh with molders.
This looks to be the first step because yeah, he just starts jamming crystals just like all over this this boulder. To where it looks like at the end of it kind of looks like a rocky porcupine. Probably uses a good third or quarter of the fucking pile of blue crystals, which is a large. I'm talking like it probably occupies, if I actually drew it, occupies probably about that much space
Okay.
of just
So that's at least half
blue.
crystal now.
Yeah, so it's just I'll draw it in blue.
He did like a
That's
40-60 ratio of fucking crystal to rock there.
It's
Goddamn.
a lot of crystal. Now what he's going to do is he is going to make an Arcana check.
Guidance.
You give him guidance.
Yep. I will step closer and then step away.
All right. First one. Oh, that's not good. You see that the rock starts to kind of it starts to look unstable. And he goes, oh
Braxis,
no,
maybe get behind me.
Alright. I might be able to at least salvage this a little bit. It's not perfect. I'm still trying to get it all figured out. This is all still experiments. He goes to do his next Arcana check. Plus a D4. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Dirt would be trying to assist after the first one.
You're
Probably
trying to
wouldn't
give the help. I'll
Yeah.
allow a last minute help action.
Because he was watching the first time. He's like, okay, I don't know exactly what you're doing, but
It is barely any better.
oh, buddy. Oh, can you plop Varaxis down like here? That's where I would have dropped him off, as I'm here trying to help.
Yep. You see though that like with this last Arcana check, you see that the rock starts to glow violently.
Do I have any spells to help it? Save from an explosion. I will warding bond him real quick.
Okay.
Ooh.
Digits.
Oh no, Digit, you're there when it happened. Yeah, so you could warding bond, that's fine. I need Dirt, Digit, and also Cobb needs to make deck saves, please.
Don't forget your D4. Evangeline's God.
Cobb, my
22.
guy. Okay, Dirt passes. Digit passes. Cobb does not pass.
I'm
that
assuming we
is-
take half damage.
You will take half damage. Dirt and Digit, you take 17
Is that-
cold damage.
I take full, Cobb takes half. Because
Oh,
of the way
so
the
in
spell
that
works.
case, then Dirt, you take 34
Okay.
cold damage.
Cobb will take 17 cold damage. And Digit, you would take 17 cold damage. You see this this fucking crystal just is see Cobb kind of gets up and he goes, all right, let's let's try the next one.
That happened the
Perhaps
first
more.
time?
Hey, this is one of the reasons why Voss was against this.
Digit, I imagine, got like thrown back. And he tries to stand up, and his fur is just frosted and frozen.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
walking
so
all
fucking
awkward 'cause
frozen.
He can't hardly move.
Where's
Joints are a
my-
little stiff.
He's like waddling
Um,
around. Arms are sticking out like this.
You see that he
uses
uses some magic to drag this this boulder all the way over here. And he goes, "All right, let's try this again."
It's just going to continue
hold on.
observing from back here.
I'm gonna redistribute this
Okay.
so it actually gives it to Cobb.
Okay. So Cobb will now have
Rexus
another
would not be
another
helpful in
D4.
this matter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we
And
got
then hold on.
dirt. Yep.
Trying to see what else I can throw on this man real quick. You can keep talking while I'm looking through my spells.
Oh, well, yeah, the next bit is just basically all I'm saying is like in the end what needs to happen is 3 boulders need to be successfully converted. Each boulder, I would say, just for the simplicity of math and mechanics, each boulder that Cobb will imbue is about 500 pounds of stone. We need about 1,500 in order to get all the stone necessary to repair the hole.
Warding bond. Also gonna tap him with a heroism just because it gives temp HP.
Okay.
You know what? I could
He's
probably
got a
do
decent
something
amount of
about
HP.
that.
Like he can take a hit.
He is a dwarf. They are hardy.
You know what? Fair enough. Maybe
He's
I'll
still got-
pat myself with the heroism.
Yeah, he's got 73 HP left, so
That's a concentration spell, so I'm going to hit Cobb with the guidance, so you get that D4, and then
run away. Okay, so he's getting plus
spell
2d4 now to his roll,
Yeah.
and a help action on at least one roll. I see at least on one roll, on at most one roll. Because he has to make 2 Arcana checks in order to successfully imbue it. You don't know what'll happen if he gets a success and a fail, but 2 fails is an explosion.
3 temp HP, and I'll also smack myself with a cure wounds.
What is intelligence?
What's up?
I'm gonna scamper over and
Oh, it's a 15.
give Cobb.
There we go. Now that Evangeline is guidancing him, I can actually back up because my little protection doesn't need me to be in range.
So you're not going to give him the help action?
Oh, right.
I'm going
Help I need to be close with. Yep. I'll stay close then. Fuck it.
Okay. Oh, you're going to give... Oh, if you're helping him but just giving enhance ability, you don't need to be near him because he'll have advantage.
Oh,
I'm giving him a Fox's Cunning.
Sounds good.
Works.
Cool. Cobb cracks his neck.
He
like,
scampers
starts,
away.
like
Oh,
limbering up. Just
hold on. I would have taken half damage, and he would have only taken quarter. Because the way it works is
probably.
he has resistance to all damage, and oh wait, no, resistance is why it's half. Never mind. We did the math.
Yeah.
I just overthink things.
Okay. All right. First Arcana check. We'll even roll in front of the table. He has a +7 to his Arcana. There we go. There's a pass. So after he jabs all like more crystals into it, you see that it doesn't glow nearly as volatilely as before.
Another
He goes,
guidance before walking away.
yeah, I got you. And he goes, all right. That's one. We're doing it's looking better than last time.
Doesn't
Let's
look
try
as
this again.
angry.
It does not look as angry, no. And the second one is another pass. That's a 33. And you see that not only does this boulder stabilize, it actually automatically shapes into like basically square rocks. Very similar to how you saw brick. Except it's not a golem this time. It's just, well, bricks, essentially.
Oh.
And there you can see like little veins of like blue coursing through them. And he goes, all right, that's one. He's looking around. He's like, all right. He's starting to do more math. He goes, all right. And he just slides down.
Wait. Reaches down, taps him with the guidance.
Drags these two together just because I think it's funny. I'm also going to make it smaller because he's gotten lower. Drags those two together. Cobb has actually inadvertently kind of fucked himself a little bit.
Yeah, I had a
Because
feeling.
now he is lower than the drop point by 5 feet. So
Worried
he
about that
really
too.
can't go higher up in Boggate now. He really can't go higher up. He so much as jumps really high and he might hit it. That's why you think that you saw that him doing like math. Oh god. You saw he was doing math. He was like, all right, I could deal with it. I could deal with it. Drags these two together, has all the same
It's
buffs
fine.
as
If I'm bleeding out of my
last time.
eyes, it's not a big deal.
It's a good thing I'm a dwarf. Closer to the ground.
I can deal with it. Loses a limb. Still dealing with it.
Still dealing with it. Still dealing with it.
Oh, we have a fancy knife for that.
God.
Oh no.
Oh, it'll be fine. When I can make more of those, it'll be fantastic.
You see the same thing happens. It starts to kind of stabilize.
Reaches down again.
I can allow
a little
the
high five.
old version of guidance. It's fine. You can just keep it on him for a minute.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I won't force you to just constantly do the maintenance of I tap him again. I tap him again. I tap him again.
Hey, look.
Reaches down,
you know?
gives him a little high five.
Exactly.
Story wise, I
Yeah.
find it
Give him a
very
high five.
amusing.
Woo! That was a dirty 20. The DC is 20. You see this boulder combination also turns into bricks. He's like, all right, I'll just scout around. Let's go ahead and grabs that boulder, starts to bring it over to this one, binds them together, and is going to do that as well. 4 public advantage because of enhanceability.
Oh.
1.
What in the fuck?
That is insane.
Do it one last time, maybe.
Doing
Who
great,
knows?
Cobb.
You're doing great, Cobb,
You're
from
doing
halfway
great.
across the cave. You're doing great.
Thumbs up from over here. Oh my
Oh.
god.
Oh. That was almost double 8. Although an 8 still would have succeeded.
An 8 still would have succeeded. Yeah, he would have had to get I think a 6 or lower, and that would have been a fail. Actually, without those D4s,
Yeah.
those D4s
Without
is what's helping him.
Evangeline coming in with the clutch with the D4s
Yeah,
again.
with all the D4s in the world. Yeah, relatively painless outside of that giant explosion. Um, so you see Cobb starts to
Dirt will
clamber
hang
back
down
up.
the climbing rope.
Yeah, he's like, thank you. And he goes back to normal size as he climbs back up. And he goes, all right, so we've done the important thing. Did we want to try those yellows?
I would like to try. If not, we can just harvest them and bring them back for other purposes.
All right, well, there is a large grouping of stone over here. If you've got any yellows on... Oh, right, I picked up the yellows already.
Yeah,
there's
there's
more
also
over
the
there.
ones in here too. So
All right. So, let me understand. Are we trying to get building material, or are we trying to get a golem?
do you think building material would be useful?
I don't know. I haven't tried.
If if you spread them about, do they add the reinforcing property that the blue ones do?
I haven't tried to make the building material yet, so I don't know.
Then what about this? He's gonna point to the like stone that was blocking the way. Maybe a small stone first to see if it's reinforced.
I suppose I could try. You could try this one. The one that's got like a small dwarven shaped like
Yeah.
hole in it. So he won't imbue this rock or this rock. And he goes, right, so we're trying to get it into building material. Let's see if it's the same principles, same process. Cool, we'll assume that he's got the same buffs as
Because
before.
theoretically, if it does reinforce like the blue does, it could also add maybe a warding factor to buildings. Help keep
First
shadows
check.
away.
Yeah.
Spread them out among the floor that you're rebuilding, and maybe it'll help resist things. I don't know.
You see this one starts to stabilize. But it doesn't really shape into like bricks like the blue crystals. But it shapes into at least something that looks like it could be usable, just not for like building like roads or walls or anything. This looks
Yeah.
like smooth stone essentially. That's got like gold going through it now. And he goes, well, one way to check to see if it's just as strong. Anybody want to smack it?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead and take a little swipe.
Technically, Braxis, I think, has the highest attack. But do I just roll damage
Yeah,
since
but
it's
it might smack you back.
Roll your attack.
okay? I'm attacking myself. Hold on, let me untarget myself.
Probably don't attack yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
Let's throw the D4 on because we can.
So you hit it. And it's a little strange what happens. It definitely seems like it actually lost essentially integrity. Doesn't seem as strong as like straight stone. But what happens is you hear like a very very kind of high pitched ringing when you hit it. And you see that for a second you swear that you could actually see your weapon glow as you see like a little bit of gold dust comes off of it.
They're just like, so what the fuck does that do?
I have no idea, but we could bring it back with the rest. Let's see if we can't make a golem.
Yeah. We know it can be really used for building, so might as well.
Hey, this one's a little strange. I actually have to make the rock more volatile. And he starts doing the same process with this massive fucking stone.
Okay, I think I'm good.
Think up, Claire.
A golem? I
Um,
have some skills I could use, but I don't want to keep making people uncomfortable with my altering animated armor methods.
Well, this is less
the carving
mechanical
wasn't the
and
problem.
this is less mechanical and metal than it is stonework. If you feel like you can help, I don't mind.
Well, I guess I would have to show you. Later because it'd take too much time right now, and I don't want to. I would like to
All
not
right.
explode
Sorry.
again.
Bless you.
Thank you.
He does kind of like scamper scurry out.
So he succeeds on the first one. You see that it kind of starts to stabilize just like before, but I'm not even going to roll because he intentionally fails the other Arcana check. As he kind of, you see that he pours what looks to be way too much energy into it. As you see, it kind of flares, and you see that the rock starts to. It's weird. And you see eventually the rock starts to grow arms, and then
Legit,
grows
its
legs.
eyes are wide as saucers right now.
And you see this probably about, because of the size of this stone, probably about double the height of Brick.
Can we name this one Wall?
And you see that it's got. You see, it's got yellow.
Oh my head, Jesus!
It's got yellow radiant like crystals sticking out all over it, but it has what looks to be yellow like crystal, yellow crystal knuckles.
Fucking badass. All right.
Can we name this one Wall?
Sure.
That's better than what I was gonna name it. I was gonna say house.
Because now we've got Brick and Wall.
Who's Brick?
The other one we found that was yours.
Oh,
He's up on the first layer now. Well, he was just digging in a tunnel,
wandering.
but now he's like been hanging out in the town up there on the very top, and
Interesting, because
he
kind
beat
of
the
just-
living
just
shit out of a bunch of
wandered off.
goblins. Yeah, he beat the living shit out of a bunch of goblins, like indiscriminately. Just
He didn't attack like Umu or something, did he?
no, he helped Umu actually.
I'm gonna
Not
temporarily
that-
use Brick's icon, but this is not actually the icon we'll use for a Radiant Golem. But
He like calls down the corridor. Have you ever seen a golem squish a kobold? It's kind of horrifying.
Yeah, he helped Umu. I don't understand his motivations, but he didn't attack any of us. He just kind of looked at us
oh god, I gotta make this one even.
and then
bigger.
proceeded to smash kobolds that tried to attack.
Proceeded to beat the fuck out of those smaller than him.
Let me actually duplicate. Open this up. Cobb's Golem. We'll just name it Wall. And its size is huge. So you just see this fucking giant radiant golem. And he goes, all right, so first things first, as you notice that this one's acting very, very similar to Brick. It starts to move, and it just encounters fleshlings, and it just stops.
Hey, Wall.
It does not respond. He goes, all right. Last time I just kind of let Brick, I think is what you called him, I let Brick kind of just go. I didn't give him any instructions. Let me see if I can actually talk to this one. And he puts his hand on Wall. And you see that he kind of just looks like he's focusing. And then you see it's like yellow crystals kind of just glow a little bit, almost like in response. And then after it glows, it settles and continues to stare at you guys.
I think he needs you to get out of the way.
You know,
Okay.
Digit climbs onto Dirt's shoulders.
You see, it actually
Um,
doesn't really acknowledge you as like an organic being, Dirt. So even if you didn't move, it kind of just. Luckily, it steps above you.
Evangeline, you might want to move.
What? Oh,
You just see this giant.
Oh,
flaming
Jesus
dog.
Christ!
Watch out for Wall.
Watch out for Wall.
That is Brick's brother, Wall. They are Brick and Wall.
Brick
You
and
see
Morty.
Wall breaks open a giant
Oh,
hole
no.
in the ceiling of the cave.
That's brick and mortar.
Oh God.
Rick and
Um,
I
Morty.
Cobb
wanted
goes,
brick
I-
house. Okay.
It's like I told Wall to defend Mulgate from the shadows.
Oh God.
Polymorph him into a pickle.
He's about to beat ass.
I
I've seen
sure
what
hope
they
so.
do.
Hey.
All right, well, I'll need to start carrying this out. He
you
starts
ever
to
seen a-
gather all of the enforced stone.
Have you ever seen a
Um,
kobold turn into a red paste?
Are you asking Cobb?
Yeah.
Can't quite say that I have. I'm not really in the business of making golems. Seems like I am now.
Brick
It's
did that.
horrifying.
Hey, Digit, can I borrow the bag?
Yeah.
He hands the bag down to you.
He quite
All right,
literally
you're on
double
top.
fist smashed a kobold, and it came
There's
out
just
as
one.
a.
Right.
Collect the rest of the crystals.
Okay,
Hi.
you're gonna start grabbing the crystals.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
You've crushed a
Eventually,
grape
probably
before,
feels
right?
a little bit at ease here.
Yeah, she was also planning on grabbing some of the crystals because so maybe we can ask Blade nicely to infuse our weapons with these crystals.
I'm so glad we have the same thoughts. Bro.
But yeah, he grabs the radiant infused stone, all of the rocks that have been reinforced, and he kind of just molds them, like kind of just like moves them to all stack on top of each other, and just starts very slowly moving all of the rocks out of the cave.
Couldn't we just put them in the bag of holding that Digit
They
has?
won't fit. These are basically like, think of them as they're more like giant bricks. You would not be able to fully get the bag of holding around them. And just one of them would probably destroy the bag of holding.
Yeah, it has a cap on how much it can
Little-
hold.
Yeah, it can only hold about 500 pounds. It can
One
barely
of
hold
these
dirt.
is 500.
And then
Yeah,
Brexus
there's
will just
already
pick up. Brexus is
stuff
gonna
inside
try
the
to help
bag,
carry
and I
one.
don't want.
Oh, Cobb
Take
looks at you and is
me
like, oh, actually, this doesn't take any effort. It's fine. You see that he's using magic to, like, move it along.
Okay.
It's just very slow.
It
He
kind
goes,
do that.
The rest of you can go on without me. This might take me about an hour to get this back to Mulgate.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess it's not really. It's probably pretty safe now that Wall is just sentiently moving around and deciding that every single shadow needs to be fucking eradicated.
Fuck
I'm
yeah,
just
go
worried
Wall.
Fuck
He jumps into the hole at Mulgate to fight the shadow.
It just
Oh.
from the top rope just dives straight into the shadow.
All you hear is elbow drop.
From downtown, it's Wall with a steel chair.
We hear a horrifying eldritch god go, what?
What the fuck? And
How
then
many
the
pounds of
world is
stone and
saved.
crystal do you think that is falling to? Because goddamn.
A lot.
I can make it more.
Seeing as
Captain
one
Large,
boulder,
I'm fucking.
seeing as one boulder was about 500 pounds, and the boulder that Cobb infused, I would say it's probably about 750 to 800 pounds of stone.
I want to cast Enlarge on it so bad.
But yeah.
Please
you guys
don't
start
bring down the
making your way.
caves on our head.
Dirt
He's
and
like,
I
but
able to collect more of
imagine-
the yellow crystals.
Yeah, you're able
Cool,
to
cool,
collect
cool.
more of the yellow crystals. Go, 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 go,
Right.
go, 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 go,
Go,
go.
go, 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 go.
Just in
Let's
case
say
people
we
wanted to
spent
know,
time.
there's Brick, there's Wall.
This is brick
Actually,
and
now that
wall.
we're not in the cave, now that we're in the that we're at the cave, I can actually make Wall the correct size because I said he was double the height of Brick. Which means Wall is more like this.
He's just a big boy.
As Wall is size-wise,
is-
he's gargantuan.
He eat his vegetables.
Yeah, when you guys make it back to town, is about the same time. You're kind of walking alongside Wall.
I've never felt so safe in my life.
You see that
You could probably
for a
climb on him and
second,
have like room to set up a shop on top. God damn.
I
For a
don't.
split
Last time I touched
second-
one, it hurt me.
I
for a
don't
split
think this one's
second,
freezing.
looks like it's looking into. It looks like it's about to jump into the shadows, but instead it turns around away from the shadows and starts like patrolling in the streets.
My
You
guy
see
was
that
about
it
to
doesn't seem
make a
it doesn't seem
fight
the
with
smartest
God.
initially because it sees like this patch of
It just
Of,
gets
like,
ready to
shadow,
punch the shit out of
it
it.
punches the shit out of the road. And
Oh, that's
you guys
more to
haven't
repair
seen
later.
it. You guys haven't seen it attack yet, but you just see. Let me get the right size for it. You just see a small, probably about, I would say, about 10-foot radius radiant explosion.
Oh.
I love that.
There's a small crater, not like the entirety of the punch, but you see, I would say, let me get the drawing tool and get the right color.
Who's gonna come down here and be like, "What in the goddamn?"
Oh, no, that's not the right. I'm just drawing randomly. Why is it not wanting to actually change? Oh, I think I know why. I think I'm hitting the wrong thing. Configure default. So now it should be. There we go. Bigger. It's roughly the size of it. So you see in that entire yellow circle, all that shadow gone.
Gone. Was just gonna come down here after being back up top and be like, "What in the fuck?"
You see that it starts to patrol, and it's like it's going for like shadow concentrations, and just punch, purified, punch.
I feel like this like
Purified.
shakes the ground a little bit.
Oh
Everyone
yeah,
can
it's,
feel
it
this.
is- If anybody's sleeping, it's gonna disturb your sleep.
Rattle Tap Shop is just vibrating. His little
You
work.
do hear just, God damn it!
Digit is inspired by what he's watching and very quickly whips out his notebook and is scribbling additional notes on the blueprints for Dirt's Rocket Fist.
Oh my God.
Over
Let's
time,
go.
he's just cleansing
Radiant
all of the like
explosions.
all of the giant like concentrations of shadow.
I feel like Hammer's just staying in the forge. Like, I'm not even gonna go look. I don't want to know.
He was just thinking to himself, like, it's not even my business, whatever. But yeah, so Wall is now the silent protector of Maugate.
So proud of him.
Look at
He's
that.
now
We did a
Verax's
good
new best
thing.
friend.
We did a good thing.
That wasn't so hard, right?
I don't know. It
Uh,
could
I
have
could
crushed
give
us
it
at any
magic
moment.
mouth.
Oh God.
Do it.
Kill. Kill.
it.
Kill.
Okay.
The holiest fucking Avenger. Glows
Purge the
intensely with
shadows.
Balor's light. Purge. 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 But yeah, you see Cobb eventually seeing Wall just go ape shit on like everything shadow related. He's like, my God, that's beautiful.
It is. I love it. We need like 40 more of these.
Ooh.
Where's Mary? I'm gonna need his assistance with this.
He's in the bakery.
Alright.
Be careful.
Purge!
Wonder if I
Purge!
can
Purge!
I wonder if I can find the right runic combination that would let me copy me scribbling down potential.
Dirt hearing the
like,
mumbling is
I
also
can
like,
figure out how that works.
I feel like
a way to
Mori
put that-
just sees it and
meld
just
it
like,
with my
this is just
metal.
another day.
that would be really cool.
Cobb and Mary.
Side note: meld dirt and golem together.
Oh,
Experiment.
hold on. I meant the crystals. I will not. Dirt saying
Turn
that also
Dirt
Wait, is
stops.
that not what
into
you
a
meant?
dreadnought.
What?
Dirt stops at the end and is like, actually, I wouldn't mind melding with the golem either, though.
Dirt becomes a dreadnought.
And I could.
Confirmed.
He pauses again. Enhance dirt with golem? Question mark? Question mark? Make dirt bigger in all caps.
Bigger.
Eager.
Sounds like people are coming up with artifact ideas. Cool. Yeah, you see Cobb and Wary kind of post up on two sides of the hole. And Cobb looks at the rest of you guys and goes, "Well, Wary and I are going to be going a couple days without sleep because we're going to need to continuously channel these stones into this hole. We're not going to be able to speak during the duration. There's going to be too much focus. So if you need to say something, now's your chance."
Mori doesn't sleep.
Oh my god.
No, but I do get exhausted.
This is true.
I see you have already created images for Wall.
Hi. The entire time. Hi.
Jesus Christ, you
Uh,
just fucking saw those.
Mori, is there anything I need to do in the bakery to?
The bakery, no, but actually, Cobb, give me just a second. I have some information for the rest of them, if you don't mind. Evangeline, you were asking me a question about Ion, yes?
Oh yeah. Sorry. Guess I've let that
Yes,
slip my
it
mind.
was about the temples, if I recall correctly. I
Yeah.
spoke with Ion. The information is straightforward, I suppose. She said there was one directly below us, in the next layer, and the purposes of these temples was to erode the barriers. She also warned there are Oberis inside of these temples. Taking down those temples will be no easy task. They are essentially strongholds. And according to her, they're very, very difficult to miss. Just go to where the shadows work like water, like a flood.
That's terrifying.
Right.
Digit opens his mouth to say something and then stops himself because he knows he's gonna get freaking either ignored or told off.
Damn! Poor Digit.
I'm gonna go back in the forge if anyone needs me.
But otherwise, the temples, again, they're... If time is what we're looking for, eliminating the core of those temples, they work like their own seals. Destroying them will result in the erosion slowing down, at least. In fact, we should probably take a look at the other chains on the upper levels just in case. But in total, there are 4. The next one, I believe, is on the 9th layer, and then the last 2 are on the 11th.
Right. I'll figure out how to have a wholly concentrated just blast on here. That's where I'm at right now thinking. We'll
If I
get
come up
there. We'll
with,
figure it out.
if I think of any ideas, I'll let you know. But otherwise, as far as in the simplest way, the kill the Oberith and the rest of the problems will sort of disappear. They're the primary guardians. Everything else is, well, random cultists. I wouldn't say, according to her at least, they're not the weakest, but they are, again, her words, not mine, chaff compared to the Oberith. I
Hey,
don't know
we
what
just
kind of Oberith is in those temples, but each one is unfathomably old. And all of them are, well, there's not very many Oberiths left. So I can only imagine the ones that are left are definitely not the weakest of the bunch. If I come up with anything to help make that journey easier, I will let you know.
I appreciate it, Mary.
Otherwise, I already have everything necessary to make the seal. I could use you and Cobb's assistance in getting it drawn once we have the hole patched up, and when Cobb and I move the tower.
Yeah, of course.
But I could use your help, just like before, with putting in the right magical energy into the seal. Anybody who's magically inclined or tied to a god, the more help, the better.
I somehow am tied to a god. That's still not I'm sure how I did that one, but I'll help.
This'll have to be done after Cobb and I get the hole patched up and the tower moved, but
Anything I can help with
it'll
there? Otherwise, I'll probably be in the forge.
Yeah.
let me think.
I don't know
If
if
you
I can help
could,
either, but
if you could, there are a couple parts of the seal that I'm a little fuzzy on. If maybe you and the others could help parse the rest of that together while Cobb and I channel. The book is inside the bakery in a back room. I'll make sure to have the door unlocked, but for now, I suppose time is of the essence until the temple is taken care of. So, I'll be getting to work.
Right. Do we want to take those crystals to Hammer first? See if he can upgrade our weapons while we're working around here?
Yeah.
And it seems like even just converting the damage type from normal to radiant would help a lot. Just everybody swarming around Hammer.
Yeah, Hammer just sees this swarm of people come in. He goes, "Hey, whoa!
Yeah, I was like, this
Actually,
seems like hold on.
Don't touch
Hey.
my anvil.
hey, Dirt.
Yeah.
I bumped into a waterborne earlier while you guys were gone, because I was
Oh.
doing a bit of exploration. One of them said you were doing some sort of trial.
Yeah. It's you see their companions they all have?
No.
you gotta remember those
Oh.
won't be down here.
Right. Right. The ones down here wouldn't have them. Okay. Um the reason most of them, well, not the only reason, but a lot of them come here for parts. They make a mechanical companion of some sort. And collecting those parts on your own is part of a trial to essentially not quite bond with, but it's hard. That I don't understand all of it myself. I'm just
Okay.
doing what they said.
Well, one of the Waterborn saying that you were part of that trial, and they said that they found a graveyard, I guess, of like skeletal parts. Like I say skeletal parts, but like mechanical frames.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you want to check it out, but they said to
Uh,
pass that on.
couldn't hurt. We're gonna see if we can. And Dirt's gonna pull out one of the crystals he's holding, I guess, because Evangeline collected a few. Like, is there a way you can imbue these in any of our weapons at some point?
He's looking at it and he goes, I haven't really worked with these types of crystals. Are all of you wanting it?
Those of us who use the frontline fighters, maybe probably not Varaxis over there, since his sword
I don't
is
I don't know if it would work with
likely to
mine.
reject that.
You would
Um,
have to. That would have to be a test that you would
and
do.
I don't know if it would work with Esteban's, as his sword seems special too. But
And it just appears.
Yeah, it appears and disappears
Evangeline
again.
and I have fairly standard weapons, so actually, does Evangeline use her staff to bonk?
Yeah.
Oh, well, Evangeline's staff shouldn't reject it. It's a divine power staff thing anyway that does cool healing shit. So
I'll see what I can do. The rest of you guys, the guys that don't want the crystals, I might be able to spruce up everything. I've learned a lot about this forge since we've been here. It's got some neat little quirks, so
Like how it had
might
shadows
be able
living
to
in it.
help. After the shadows were gone, it seems to be cooperating a lot more. I don't want to dive in there again, though, to try to
That's-
root anything out.
oh, if the
That would
forge
make
can upgrade things, is there a way to make my armor lighter without losing too much of the defense?
I mean, I could tell you what.
I'm trying.
Tell you what. guys
There's been
want
a lot of
something-
situations where sneaking would have been great, but I'm one of the
Hmm.
front lines people, and I make a lot of noise. Metal on metal's not
Um,
the greatest for that.
There ain't gonna be much I can do about that. However,
Oh.
if you're wanting something, he turns. He's like, actually, the one you're gonna want to talk to about something like that, probably Blade. He's worked with a lot more materials in the Maw.
That's fair.
He might know of something. But otherwise, if the rest of you guys are wanting like your stuff modified, just leave it here and I'll see if there's anything I can do.
Rexus will just leave his sword.
Yeah. Above board, basically, this will be your next guys' artifact upgrades. So
You know.
if you guys have got ideas, please let me know.
Derek
Did
will be
you
like, all right, I'm gonna check out the
carefully
graveyard, but
prop his gun up against a nearby surface,
he goes,
away from the anvil.
No, bring that to Rattle Tap. I don't want anything to do with that thing.
It's probably safe.
I don't want to take chances.
No, I mean
Rattle
it's
Tap might do
definitely
better
safe.
with
You
that.
made that choice.
Oh,
It hasn't
I'll check
exploded
out
in a
the
while though. I'll give him that.
mechanical grave before leaving
Yeah.
anything. I
Where
don't
was
like to have
Rattle
it
Tap?
equipped.
Rattle Tap is over here.
He's
Did
in
they
the
give
old
a
depot.
direction,
Does it
or
have
should I
to
just
in
talk to one of the waterborn?
He goes, yeah. You guys actually came from that direction. Points over here. Looks like kind of points in a general direction. Looks like it's like west.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Are
So
you
while you
going
guys
to?
are going off, Digit, welcome to Rattle Tap's workshop.
Thank you.
This
Healing
is
is
a
always
scene out of
appreciated in this
probably
place.
a fascinating horror film for you.
My goodness, you
You
work
see-
fast.
You see this area, you see one of these vials, like vials, you see a little sticker on it that says squirrel blood.
Yikes.
You know,
Sees- Sees you come in, Digit, and goes, "Oh, perfect. Test subject. I mean, Digit."
listen.
You're wanting to
He
get better
props his
usage of
gun up.
that compound, yeah?
Ideally, I figure it
Good.
would be very useful.
And then that's why I'm working. What is this? You're bringing your rifle in here. What do you need?
Well, if there's anything that you could potentially do with this, we're going to be going away for a bit to do some other stuff.
I'll if you want it modified, we're doing it together, just like last time.
Okay, where's this compound at? What's going? Okay, let's start
Tell me
from the
more about
beginning.
this compound. He's like,
Yeah,
all right,
let's
cool,
start there
perfect.
and see what we.
I needed more blood anyways. Grabs
Oh, dear.
grabs this
Oh,
little
goodness.
vial here. And he goes, all right, come on in here. Gestures you inside this horrifying room.
He shuts the door.
And he goes, all right. He places in this horrifying ritual-looking room. Places.
No, I'm not gonna lie. This is. I'm getting some bad flickering little flashbacks.
Don't worry.
Yeah, well, that's what they
That's what
said.
they
In the
I
think.
least reassuring way possible. Places your blood in a little container here, and places a mysterious liquid in here.
Care to explain
And-
what that other one is?
It's basically the base ingredients of the compound. So
See.
most of that, a lot of that is stuff that I know works on me. The compound that I've been using for your types of dosage has been primarily because of it's all derivative off of my own compound. So I've been trying to figure out, because if my compound works on me, I'm using that same base that I use for my own blood. I'm trying to find what doesn't cause your blood to almost practically spontaneously combust in your veins.
That would be ideal, because I would like to continue working on things, as detrimental as it can be. But I also need to live. They do kind of need my help out there.
I'm not saying it would kill you. It would just make you very, very sick for a while, like it did last time.
Yeah, that was.
I'm trying
that
to
was a
avoid
time.
that because I don't like seeing fellow scientists get sick like that because it's not very productive.
I'm not gonna say I didn't expect that, but that's very kind of you.
I'm about to say it's probably the closest you're gonna get to a compliment from Rattletap as you're ever gonna get. But after Heavy Chris is like, all right, enough small talk. And
Digit stares him straight in the eyes and coughs.
pulls the lever on that side, pulls the lever on that side, and you see that it kind of just drains like along the lines of this like weird ritual looking circle, combines in the center, and you see for a split second you see that it kind of like combusts a little bit, but you see it starts to stabilize. And he's got a notepad in his hand, and he goes, all right, so this should make you. He's talking to you, but his words are not going out on that notepad. You were seeing completely different notes on that notepad. But he's basically telling you, he's like, all right, so this one should make you less sick by the looks of it. Because the way that it's reacting to your blood is a lot less reactive.
The side effects of dialing those back, increasing the effectiveness if we can.
That's the idea. If we can make it stronger without also making the side effects stronger, like mine, then that would be ideal. But this is only number 3. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to force you, as he's like furiously scribbling notes. You see that this kind of like it sizzles for a second, stabilizes, and then he presses a button that's at this table, and you see a little vial comes out, and then it pours into that vial. And he goes, all right, go ahead, take that.
All right. He goes ahead and grabs it.
Goes and grabs it. And he goes,
Ideally, yeah, we just want to make sure that this doesn't cause any downsides. So downside is going to be, obviously, if you want to keep using it, you're probably going to need to fashion yourself your own little device. And he points towards the little apparatus that he's got, like, practically welded to his arm at this point. You've never seen him take it off. He goes, if we can perfect this, you may never need to sleep again. Only time will tell. But as I was trying to say earlier, before I interrupted myself, you're under no obligation to take this. The only reason why I'm dragging you around to do this is because you have expressed interest. If you don't want to continue this, just let me know, and I will stop chasing after a conclusion that helps no one.
Listen, this is if I don't do anything with this, it's just gonna have been a waste of time, and I'm not
Precisely.
about that.
All right. Like I said, you can always opt out whenever you want.
Helps.
All right. I wouldn't recommend taking the compound right now.
Right as he was about to slam it, he's literally got his arm out. He's about to jam himself.
It's like you
Yeah,
just
that-
woke
oh,
up
okay.
recently. You just woke up recently.
Well, yeah, that's
Let's take good mileage out of it. We're going to be working on your rifle probably the next couple days. Plus, not to mention, probably be good to actually, you know what? Fuck it, down it. I want to see what it
slams
does.
it into his arm.
No hesitation. Just.
Let me come this far. I'm used to working with him at this point.
DJ, go ahead and give me a con save.
Oh my god.
It's fucking beautiful.
My brain.
My brain. Digit, you take 12 fire damage. He sees you like contort violently. He goes, okay, all right. All right, well, you do feel all of the effects that you felt before, though. You are fucking wired.
He does kind of like real big. He's like, oh, that was you made it spicy. That is different.
It is
Why
so
is
spicy.
What?
Why is it spicy?
He like licks the tip of the fucking vial. He's like, what in the fuck? It's not the
Look,
same.
alright. First off, it's always gonna burn. That looked like it physically hurt the insides of your body, though. We're trying to
It
avoid
felt
wet.
like
In the end, though, the end result is going to feel almost like you're eating spicy food. Because the materials in there is a little bit of fire crystal in there. It works as, honestly, well, we could remove the fire crystal if you want, but then it just tastes fucking terrible, and that's a different problem. Well, I'm gonna need more of your blood, but we don't have to do that right now.
Digit tastes for some reason painful hot links.
And he goes, all right. So, your rifle. Let's get to work. Closes the door, locks it, as is the tradition. We will fade to black on Digit and Rattletap, at least for now.
Digit is slowly starting to like gain this fucked looking smile on this shit.
Oh no!
He's like catching him, like shaking himself off and trying to focus in, but he's like enthralled.
The stage of fucking Digit turning into a Skaven.
Hey,
is just-
that's pretty good.
Hey, that's pretty good. More Warpstone. No.
More warpstone.
All right, so we will move now to
Dirt and Evangeline as you guys go to the mechanical graveyard.
Yeah, the
Alright.
totally not spooky Scooby Doo graveyard.
Not spooky.
Not
spooky at
spooky at
all.
all.
Neato. If you guys wanted to continue your conversation, you may. But otherwise, I will lay out the setting for this graveyard. It's up to you guys. If you guys are done with your convo, I will continue. But otherwise, please have at it.
That's up to Dirt.
After that response is probably just good.
Okay. It takes you a bit to find this place. It seems like maybe a waterborne doesn't necessarily understand what a graveyard is. And Hammer didn't see it himself. So you see probably about 3 or 4 what look to be like construct frames kind of just strewn about. It's off like kind of a
Yeah.
bit of a distance from the border of Mawgate.
It's a mechanical graveyard. We don't
It
do
is-
things like fleshlings do, all right?
Yeah. So yeah, you see, for lack of a better way to describe it, you kind of see your pick of the litter. You got 4 options roughly. I know the one you were looking for, and there is a what looks to be a smaller little construct frame that looks kind of pangolin-esque.
Yeah. If Dirt looks around, he's definitely going to pick out one of the smaller ones. Be like, something that could maybe fit in areas he can.
Neat. You are
And
able
can,
to
you
bring it
know,
back
right
with you
on
if you
top of him
want.
when needed.
Yeah. You don't have to work on it right here. You can always bring it back to Mawgate and work on it there.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, you've got a little bit of downtime you could use that on, because right now a lot of it is kind of hurry up and wait, almost.
I suppose as they walk and talk, Dirt will grab that as they head back.
Evangeline will offer to take something back too if he needs it.
Please.
Dirt will look around and see if there's any useful parts for it, but he would need the extra frame, I don't think.
Yeah, the other ones just look like more like frames. You see like bits and pieces of other like constructs, but they don't necessarily look the most useful. It looks like the primary reason why the Waterborne were describing it is because most likely they already found their frames.
Yeah.
And we're like, hey, this guy's also going through the trial, so let's share the knowledge. One thing you have noticed while you guys are walking back, there has been a very almost, as you kind of think back on the last few days, you have not seen a single rogue Warforged.
Yeah, no, I noted that.
Not even a body, not even one lurking behind like a piece of rock.
It's been in the back of Dirt's head because one, he had been using them for parts, but also he's been worried at the lack of seeing them because, like, where are they?
But yeah, as you guys start to make your way back, you do go ahead and give me a perception check. Well, both of you can.
Oh, I can just click that thing. That's right.
16, you hear it
Perception.
too.
Evangeline beat me this time.
15. 15
We
is
were
fine as
tweening
well.
for so long.
Yeah, it's not for anything spooky. You're still a bit of a distance away from Mawgate, but you do every once in a while you hear a large, what sounds like explosion coming from Mawgate. And you can faintly see over the distance, like past buildings and stuff as you're walking back. You'll see like a little image of like wall just moving around in Mawgate.
And then when you see Wall stop moving, you hear another explosion.
Well,
mean,
he's
he's-
doing a faster job at that than I was, so
He's doing it faster. I think we might need repairs, but that's still probably faster than us cleansing. That took a while.
yeah.
I do worry
Right.
a little bit. He didn't seem to care that I was in the way. So I don't think I register as a being.
But you're not organic.
True, true. I'd like to think I'm a bit more than just part of the environment, though. Um,
You know?
but
At least you're not registered as Purge.
Yeah.
There's that. At least he's not, you know.
true. I did spend a lot of time in the maw, so a little taint wouldn't surprise me, and I'm glad I haven't been smited. On that note, should we keep him away from Varaxis?
Well, seeing that it saw Rexus and didn't do anything, it should be fine.
And
Okay,
on
here's
your
hoping.
on your guys' comment of like feeling like, oh, he's doing it much faster than us, you've noticed that all he's going for are concentrations of shadow. There is a vast swath of like shadow stained brick that he's just completely walking over. It seems like he's going after like something that's classified as like high shadow and treating it like an enemy.
Okay.
So you guys do still have work you can do on downtime. Definitely.
So he doesn't seem to
Is-
bother with the slightly stained, but the concentrated parts he seems to be handling pretty well.
Yeah, he's going for everything that's concentrated. But if you guys find yourselves that you want to do something, the actual shadow stained brick won't be as hard to like scrub off. So if you
Yeah.
guys want to spend some of your downtime to do that, you may. But yeah, brick. I say brick. Wall is just fucking just running around. I say running, but he's walking around finding concentrations and just going boop.
Probably gonna step in and use the blacksmith table to start
Where
putting
you?
together a little friend.
Murray did leave the bakery unlocked, right?
Yeah, the bakery's unlocked. And he said that he also left the back room unlocked. I don't have a drawing of the back room right now, so it's empty. But
Varaxis was going to go try to make some kobold recipes for
Farax is
previous
now
like
a
cookies
baker.
things that used to
Hell
be
yeah.
he used to eat when he was younger.
Hell yeah.
He wants to
Before
be
everything
reminded
gone
of
to
happy
shit.
times.
The happiest parts of your dark days.
And as he adjusts the recipe, he will write it down from Weary just in case.
Braxis, go ahead and give me a. I would allow survival check. There's no like cooking skill, so
Yeah. If you're proficient with cooking utensils, you get to add your proficiency to their survival check.
But in 18, you're able to make it pretty well. You're able to replicate your previous recipes, and when you taste it, it actually kind of tastes like old times.
Rex is just gonna write the
That's
recipe down. Just leave it up
I
there.
love more of these recipes being added to the
The
journal.
book. By the end of this campaign, where he's gonna have like fucking cooking recipes from every race. Gonna be the most like culturally diverse bakery ever.
Speaking of, when we get back, is it later?
It's probably been a couple hours at least since you guys went to the graveyard.
Then yeah, we'll leave the pieces here and be like, I'm gonna make something. That's fine. Don't
Is
have to
that
release
what
too
was
much.
over there?
It was the mechanical graveyard,
No.
kinda.
All right.
Frames for things mostly.
How are you supposed to repair that?
That's a good question. one I'm supposed to figure out on my own, apparently.
Ah,
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
But first, I'm
Well-
gonna go see about our food. Check in with our resident
Yeah.
crazy lizard.
Sure.
And Dirt's gonna go check in, see if he can. Because he did say something earlier about maybe seeing if the worm can be made into food.
Oh. I gotta
And
draw. I gotta draw
where he
more.
did say
more
something about
wall.
making a hoagie for it. So Dirt's like,
Yep.
okay, might as well see if we can get that going.
I gotta draw more wall craters. Let me give me a sec.
Yep.
Wall craters.
Evangeline would be leaving her stuff with Hammer.
Hmm.
And she would grab Esteban's arm. Congratulations, Esteban. You're going to be helping me cleanse the area.
Uh,
I'm going to teach you how to channel that divineness.
I'm gonna teach you
sure
about Dragon Jesus.
I'm going to show
divine
you
what
that
now?
it's not. You've got some kind of magic from a higher, a more powerful individual. So surely you're able to channel some good magic, and we're gonna just clean the stones here.
Good magic is words.
We're gonna we're gonna use less abrasive magic, less negative energy. We're
Oh,
We
just gonna
need
clean
good
these stones.
vibes, man.
Good vibes. It's time to chill, dude.
Spell the
Yeah,
night
I just
away.
don't know about all those things that you was just saying. That this doesn't. It's not that it doesn't vibe with me per se as a person. No, yeah, no, it doesn't.
Well, there's a first time for everything.
What? I don't know about all that.
There's a first time for everything.
But there doesn't have to be, you know. That's funny thing about that free will, you know what I mean? Unless you
What's that?
have a caretaker. What?
Amen. Huh?
Trying to find the right. No, that's not right. That's right though. I won't do that.
God, there's so many pock marks all over now because
Oh
of
yeah. I just found anything that looked like it was going to be a concentration of shadow went boop.
You know, I keep the
Rexus has
big
been
guys
left he has been left
No,
unattended and has
he
made
only has the
cookies.
dark concentrated areas.
So there's less work for you to do.
You could help.
Can I though? Really?
I am offering you the opportunity. I am extending my hand, believing that you are capable of maybe wanting to help something a little bit greater than you.
You don't think I'm great?
I wish Dirt was around to hear this.
You don't think I'm great?
Damn.
Oh man,
I think I'm pretty cool.
it's pretty neat, right? Right?
You are a person that I am learning
I'm a
to
person.
work with. I don't
I'm a
agree with
person
all
that
your
you work with.
methods, but if you maybe take this opportunity to try and do something not for your well, in a sense it is for yourself because hey, you're here and you probably want to minimize the encounters with death, I'm sure. uh, but maybe want to try to do something that'll help not only just yourself but everyone. I mean, at least Dirt. You're close to him.
Yes.
Good.
We've lived
That was
together
a
for a
great
while.
answer. Uh-huh. So how about you come and help me try and get this muck off the stone, huh?
I'll humor you. I'll try it once. If it doesn't go well, that sucks. Too bad for everybody else then, I guess.
You're gonna try to cleanse the shadows there, Esteban.
Begrudgingly.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a religion check, and because Evangeline's teaching you and helping you with advantage,
And I have a guidance too.
and you get a guidance for it.
Religion.
Not because I would be religion. Not that I would not. It's not because I would be very entertained if you did decently. You do have a +0, so
Yeah.
get a little D4. Get a little D4 on that because guidance. Oof.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the dice tell a story.
Oh no,
you
it didn't work.
you do feel a little bit though. You feel a little bit. But what you feel isn't holy. So the religion check is more if you felt holy, like a god is going through you. What you feel is for a split second, you feel like almost like you understand like the caretaker's like sealing magic that he's used to help you before. And when you cast or when you like try to channel that, some shadow does go away, but it goes away in like a Evangeline's, it's like burning away like
Yeah, radiant
filth.
light kind of, power washes it a little bit.
Yours almost looks like you're it almost looks like you're how to describe it. You see like flickers of like what looks to be runes that you don't understand get engraved on the ground for a second. And you see a small little flash, and it's as if the shadow was just not there. It kind of just poofs away. There's no impressive flash. There's no like
It
satisfying
sucked all the
burn
holy
away,
out of
like,
it.
yeah, it's just you just see like it gets like engraved in the ground for a second, not even like glowing or anything. You just see it almost looks like you're just carving straight into the rock. And then the moment the runes fade away, you see like a bit of the shadow. Not as much as like Evangeline's, but still you do see it.
There are two kinds of people.
And some of
in
the shadow
world.
does go away.
People who use a power washer to clean their problems, and then people who use a belt sander.
Yeah, you're the belt sander.
Ta-da!
different
It's
method, but you did
clean.
it.
Yeah,
Thank
but
you.
there was all the mumbo jumbo in between that just didn't make any sense.
Your head doesn't hurt when that happens, by the way.
He feels as
Which, whether that's
unchanged
concerning or
about this
not,
whole situation before and after the situation. However, I did it. It's clean. And ta-da!
And before he pulls a Demon Slayer Nezuko on the caretaker, burns out all the corruption.
Thank you. I appreciate you taking this opportunity to put a little bit of faith in your abilities
Oh, yeah. See, you
and
use
to
words
humor
like
me.
faith and it just out the window.
Thank you,
Oh,
Esteban.
Esteban.
She's just gonna
practically
go
through
back to
gritted
just start
teeth.
cleaning.
Thank you, Esteban.
No, she
Ah.
meant it wholeheartedly, but she's just kind of tired, and so she's just gonna go back to cleaning.
Well, people
Scrubby,
don't
scrubby,
normally
scrub.
say thank you to me, so that was different. Honestly, that was more. That had more emotions attached to it than cleaning up whatever the fuck dead person imprinted on the ground over there was. Verax is just running.
He's delivering cookies.
Oh,
Raxus was going to offer Evangeline a cookie.
Oh, thank you.
Always cookies. It's always cookies.
I-
These ones
I
are
made
definitely a
that.
different recipe than Wary's.
She looks
Praxis,
at it.
you were able to successfully make these. What do you think the cookies kind of taste like?
Well, they'd be pretty sweet. They'd be good.
Kind of like sugar cookies?
Yeah, I like sugar cookies, but
They taste vaguely of gin and depression. Weird.
what the
they
hell?
would. No,
Now
these are
that's if
supposed to be
his
good time
survival
cookies.
check was lower.
They would
Well,
I don't
taste.
know. I'd say that's a
They'd
pretty
be.
impressve feat to have a cookie taste so definely of
depression.
gin and depression.
The best way I could convey it is imagine like your mom's chocolate chip cookies, and you can more or less make it as close as possible.
I want some chocolate cookies now.
I want
Is that
chocolate
a
chip
bug word
cookies.
description or in-person description?
That was me answering God.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just wondering because I feel like that would be really
Cool. Yeah, nice tasty little cobalt sugar cookie. That somehow tastes a little bit of gin and depression.
Yeah, she's not sure what the flavors are going on here.
It's not altogether unpleasant.
The
Yeah,
depression should be fairly recognizable now. You're getting a taste
The
for it.
Topsider special.
Hello,
Yeah.
darkness, my old friend. Nom 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 nom.
I just
She
wanted to
scrubs
try to
away the
make it. I
darkness.
haven't ate it in years.
Rubs away the darkness.
Well, I don't know what you're going off of on the rating scale, but it was good.
Memory. Remembering a time when I was happy. There's really no rating scale. It was just I wanted to feel nice.
Did it help you?
A little bit.
That's good. I guess just keep doing whatever helps you feel happy.
Getting there.
Right. I'm gonna go back to cleaning here.
Scrubby, scrubby, scrubby.
Okay, have fun.
Cookies.
I'm gonna go back to hiding in the bakery.
Okay.
Cool.
These were exchanges.
These were indeed exchanges. Neat. So we've got a couple
Evangeline
options.
had some great
I'd-
advice I should probably follow.
Okay, so I'm debating whether or not I want to continue to get to the point where you guys need to turn the seal on, or whether we do that next session. How do you guys want to do it? You want to wait to get right before turning on the seal this session, or next session?
I kind of got to go like soon.
Okay.
So
That is fine then. It won't take much time to do it next session. Be prepared for next session because next time will be the seal will get turned on unless
Whoa.
you guys do something specific. Like I say specific, if you guys decide to not to be like, oh, let's wait. But barring that, the seal will get turned back on, and we all know what happens when that happens.
At least we got Wall
Try-
around now.
You will have friends. You will have Wall, but you will also have evil friends.
Those are the friends I was referring to.
Yeah. So.
Can't we get to see what all those Warforged were up to?
Mm-hmm.
Blessing like a transformer.
Be prepared for, once again, some pretty intense combat next session. And also, primarily because there will be some pretty intense combat next session. It's a little short notice, but if you guys could, please toss some artifact ideas my way. Because when the combat does start, if I have something, you guys will have that upgrade when combat begins. If I don't hear anything,
punch at you.
Yeah, if I don't hear anything, I'll throw an idea at you probably like Thursday or Friday. And if you like it, awesome. If not, you just won't have an upgrade until we can get something figured out. Nido Mosquito. That's all I got. Congratulations, everybody. In addition, in preparation for that combat, it's been a while. You guys have done a metric fuckload to get this place all back up and running. You will have parsed together that seal and stuff to be able to help Mary. We won't go through all of the fucking checks that I was going to do for moving the tower. That's fine. But you guys are level 10.
Yay.
As a culmination of everything that you have accomplished thus far. There is a possibility, depending on how I'm looking at it, you might level up very shortly after this level. So just be aware.
Oh, that means
I
there
don't
might
even
be
remember
something
what I did at
big.
level
Got
10.
it.
It is the defense of the core seal.
That's
This
fair.
is like a super important seal.
This is a super major seal.
Oh, hey, I now have the Aura of Courage. Wonderful. Nothing can get frightened within 10 feet of me.
Hey, good timing. But neat. I'll get an image for Wall. And Dirt, I have a couple of ideas that I've been bouncing around for the pangolin. To keep it from being like super strong.
Yeah.
But still useful. So we'll talk with you about that over in the chat. But yeah, that's all I got. Y'all enjoy the rest of your night.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Good night.
Good night. Goodbye.
Digit, go take care of your headache.
Oh, it's been ebbing off. I'm chilling right now, so.
Oh, well. What are you going to get up to?
I have no idea, man. Yeah, goodbye.